Okay, hi everyone. So I have just updated my farming simulator and we are looking at the new Zielonka map with the addition of the new crop types, red beet, carrots and parsnips. So far I am liking the layout of the map. I prefer angular fields of various sizes, larger, smaller, depending on what you want to produce. So the initial look and feel of it is quite nice. It stimulates my OCD brain. So we have a couple of businesses as well here, or manufacturing points. You have your carpentry. There's a preserved food factory, which is new, which I'm assuming you would be able to use the red beets, carrots, and parsnips in. That's your normal animal dealer. Then you have a bakery, supermarket, piano manufacturer, that's also a new one. Then you have your spinnery on the side. There's a gas station and an electrical charging station as well for the eco-friendly vehicles. Then there's a soup factory, also a new one. A dairy, that's quite standard. The farmer's market. Some of the buildings do look like they have a new design. And then coming across to the other side, let me just see. There's a biomass heating plant. Your shop is there. You start in the middle of the map, where you obviously have your farmhouse, you have your main farm silo, and then a shed with open chicken pasture. And then over here you have your grain mill, you have a potato processing plant. That one we did check, that's the biomass heating plant. You have a debris crusher over there for all your rocks and stones. And then your train line that goes through to Erlengrad to sell some of your products there. It's your rented train, Grainpool East. And then the Erlengrad line comes in from the top of the map. So I've already started with the new farm game where you get some of the equipment already. And you get a wheat field that's already for you to harvest. So if you go to the equipment that you start off in a new farmer, you have two medium tractors, oldish look and feel, but obviously later on as you make more money you can upgrade your tractors. But it looks like these are suited to the equipment that you start off with quite nicely. Then you start with your Deutschfahr Topliner harvester, good for a startup. Then you have this weird little lizard pickup truck, and it sounds it sounds quite terrible almost when it starts. You get that really old vehicle feel where you pray for it to start when you turn your key in the ignition. I'll go to that one now. Then you start off with two trailers. You get your class 12.6 cubic meter capacity, and then you have your welger as well for smaller little jobs. And obviously your dates for top line is header. Then your vegetable technology, you have a harvester for the beets, parsnips and carrots that you pull with your tractor, and as far as I can see it looks like it only pulls up one row of produce at a time. I think the bigger harvesters do multiple rows, but this one, as far as I can see, is only going to pull one row. And then you have your planter for the beets, carrots, and parsnips. I'm assuming later on some of the people on ModHub might do like a combined planter where you have your cotton and potatoes, sunflower. They might even combine it with the new root crops, but you never know. People are quite creative in that regard. But yeah, so there's a nice planter that you start off with, and the tractor pulled harvesting tool. Then they have also given us a disc harrow for shallow cultivation of our fields. You get your seeder as well for your normal wheat, barley, canola, soybeans, sorghum, grass, and oilseed radish. And then they've provided us with a weeder as well for those first stages of weed growth that you can just fill them out with the weeder. And then there's an additional weight. There's a pallet transporter as well. It goes on the front of the tractor, I'm assuming, because they haven't given us a front loader or like a forklift or something. So I'm assuming this one goes on the front of the tractor. I haven't yet tested it. Alright, so my harvester is full. Let's quickly go gather the grain here. I prefer playing with the crop destruction off because I play on my own, so I let the AI do a lot of the running around. And in instances like this, I don't want to destroy my crops where I got distracted by something else and I couldn't pull in next to the pipe to collect my grains when the harvester was facing the other way. So yeah, let's quickly see how much I'm going to get out of here. And they've already started you in your chicken pen with 10 chickens and a rooster. So I'm somehow going to drop my grain in there and get some egg production going. And then we'll see later on if we use those eggs in more production processes other than just the normal cake baking that we had in the base game. So we can quickly move around here. Move around to my chicken pen. You'll see there's like a little shed here, and the chickens walk in an open field at the back. So you have a couple of chickens running around here. They have their little door going into the coop. You have your animal dialog box over here, your food drop off there, and your egg spawn location is over here. So there's a chicken coop there. Then the little shed, I'm not quite sure what you're going to use it for. You can actually open the doors. There's a bicycle inside that you can't use. Turn on shed lights. Ah, okay, that's a nice one. So, not sure if you're gonna maybe want to use this as like a pallet storage, but you might want to use then one of those manual pallet pulley things that you can push by hand. I think that's one of the mods that I actually have on the game. Alright, let's get back in my tractor here. Pull in and drop off some food. Right, there's my overloading prompt. Put some in there. Okay, it takes about 1,000. 750 thereabouts. And the rest for now I'm just going to drop off in my silo and see what we are going to do with them. Pour them in there. So, and let's just park you out of the way. Okay, then let's go have a look at some of the tools that they gave us. So there's obviously the pallet utensil, pallet utility, your weight, your disc arrow. It's quite a nice new design that they added to the game. And then here is the harvesting tool for the new root vegetables. So yeah, I'm assuming this little piece here is what will actually be pulling the roots from the ground. And it looks like, yeah, it will only be one row. I'm assuming so far you are going to attach it to a tractor, you're going to pull it up, and then you're going to have to like either put that in AI mode and then manually drive a tractor next to it with a trailer that you can catch whatever it pulls up. So yeah, that might take some getting used to. And then here is the planter utility for the root crops. And then, I'm not sure. Ah, here's a nice shed that we can open up as well. Might be able to put like one or two. Nope, that one doesn't open. So yeah, there's just one door that opens on this one, so I'm not sure what you're going to put in there. But anyways, let's quickly go check out that vehicle that I mentioned with the funny startup sequence. Let's pray that it starts. And it started. That sounds quite strange, but anyhow. Okay, so let's see. Okay, the harvester is still doing their thing. It's almost time for me to go drop off my son at school. So I will then resume my little walkthrough of this field. Oh, and then you have your other tractor here at your second field, because you actually start with two fields. You start with field 52 and 53, I think, if I remember now. Yeah, 53, 52 and 53. So I can either, with the seasons on, I can either plant canola here now, or if it's finished saving, I can either plant canola on this field right now, or I can wait the day out and plant some more wheat or barley, get my grain mills going. The new crops, red beet, carrots and parsnips, they can be planted in April, May, June, and the carrots can even plant it in July. And then you have August, September, October, and November then to harvest those. So I thought I might be able to somehow just plant them as a start off, but I will have to wait out the time and then give them a go. So I might just, the wheat field that I'm harvesting now, I might just cultivate that, leave it, and then wait for April so that I can start planting some of the new root crops. And then just going through here. Obviously, there's your animals that you start with. You have 10 chickens and 1 rooster. The capacity there is 750 liters. For just 20 animals, when they have matured and reproduced, that should last them like a day or so, depending on how quickly this specific shed goes through the food that the animals eat. Harvesting contracts, fertilizing contracts. We'll see where that goes. I still need to buy the equipment for that. I have no production chains yet. There are 50 collectibles on this map. I'll have to go see what they are and then be on the lookout for them and collect them as we go. So yeah, that's it for me from now. We will catch you again. Have a good day. Bye.